Good afternoon, everybody. It's Thursday, and we're saying hi to Gregg. Gregg is doing pretty well. I saw him on Tuesday. I was very happy to see how good he looks. Soon he'll be back, and always try to give him a little pinch on his cheek. Say hi to Gregg, Kristy. You know him.
I miss you.
Yeah, we miss him so much. So soon he'll be back. It's Thursday. The weather is kind of crappy. My hair looks like crap because of the humidity. So basically, I had a really, in the car, I was doing all kinds of stuff. So thanks for coming, everybody. This is Christina, our food editor.
Hello.
Gave her a new title today, actually.
Good
And
afternoon. Good afternoon. Good afternoon.
yes, yes. So we have to repeat always,
Yes.
like Gregg does.
Yes.
And we're going to talk about one new place that you just visited.
Yes.
And I'm excited. But I actually almost went in there the other day, but I was rushing. I was on Tulip Avenue, and I saw it.
Yeah.
And then we have this wonderful lady. She's a friend of a friend.
Yep.
We all know who Taz is.
Yes.
And this is Andrea Bryant, Taz's sister.
Hello.
Now, I'm sure Taz is watching.
Oh, yeah.
And maybe we'll get lucky and she'll draw us today.
Fingers crossed.
Yes.
Haven't been drawn in a while. So.
Yeah, so I hope so. Because she makes such great pictures of us.
Oh, she's.
Where does she
love
live
Taz.
again? Washington?
Yeah, she is in Vancouver, Washington. So right
Get a
near
picture.
Portland.
Yeah. So anyway, we love Taz. When she visited,
Oh, the best.
we kept her busy for 24 hours. We only got one day, like 6 hours from her.
Yeah.
Took her forever to get here and forever to go back to her where she was staying. But she had fun with us.
Yeah. It was a whirlwind trip. So much fun to have her out. I can't wait for her to come back.
In case any of you that are watching don't know Taz, she is an artist. And she draws us from afar. And she's an amazing lady. She really
did she
does.
Did she do me and Danny?
I don't know if she ever did. Did I give you a picture of you and Danny?
Yeah.
Then she drew you. Yes, she did. So you can thank her because she's probably
Thank
watching.
you.
Yeah.
So anyway, so today is National Checkers Day. So make sure that you play checkers with someone today. It's also National Dog and Politics Day, which I don't understand that. What does that mean?
Probably some small Minnesota town has a dog for a mayor, and we're going to recognize that dog's achievement.
That's a good interpretation. I would never have thought of that.
I think dogs probably would be better as
Yeah, because they wouldn't do
politicians.
anything.
Yeah.
Just status quo.
And
Don't
they
rock
fit right
the boat.
into politics,
Yeah.
that's for sure.
Yeah.
And then you love dogs.
I
you
love
have She has
dogs.
3 dogs.
I have 3
Oh, wow.
little dogs.
I'm afraid of them, but
They're little.
they're not.
Yeah.
They're good,
they're
but they scream. They're very,
yeah,
very
those little
loud.
dogs, they're
Very
very,
loud.
loud and
And you dress them like they're people.
yes, I do.
So their wardrobe
Holiday
is
pictures.
ridiculous. And you also post pictures all the time.
Yeah, I do. Yeah.
I can't even believe she has to, because my aunt, her grandmother,
Oh.
didn't like dogs in the beginning when I was little. It was old when she got older that she liked
Right.
dogs.
Well, they had Snoopy.
Yes, but anyway.
Well, yeah, you gotta break them down on the dog
Yeah.
question.
Yeah.
Start them
So-
off small, which you're doing.
Yes.
And it's also Great American Pot Pie Day. So anyone that likes pot pie,
Ooh,
today's the day to eat it. I hate pot
I
pies.
love Popeye.
But my husband, God rest his soul, he loved chicken pot pie. Uncle Ronnie, he did.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
Yeah. I hated it.
Might have to pick one up on the way home, but it'll probably be frozen.
I
so-
know a lady in the audience with blonde hair that loves pot pie.
Ooh.
I love Popeye.
Susan loves pot pie.
Danny loves Popeye, and you know the annoying thing about watching Danny eat Popeye? I like to eat Popeye. Your crust is on top. You kind of put your fork in. You
Yeah.
get the juice with the crust. Well, his Popeye gets delivered to the table, and he crushes
Oh, Danny.
all of the crust into the.
Yeah, well, we know Danny, so that doesn't really
It's
surprise
like
me.
you killed it.
Danny.
You've murdered the pot pie.
Well, I wish he was here because he would make a real
Yes,
joke out of that,
And I'm
but-
glad he's not.
I'm sure he's the type of monster that doesn't preserve the top of the peanut butter either.
Yeah.
And just, yeah.
Same
Does
thing
he
with
do that?
shepherd's pie.
Oh, Danny, you're disgusting.
I'm
I'm gonna get in
traumatized.
trouble. He's gonna
Yes.
call me.
All right, let's not
Whenever
talk
I talk
about him any-
Danny, he gets mad.
Let's not talk about him anymore.
Okay, so where were you?
Okay.
I heard you went to that new place in Floral Park.
Yes, I was at Uptown Taco. It's on Tulip Avenue in Floral Park. and it's owned by two local guys, brother-in-laws. So one's from Elmont, I believe, one's from Floral Park. You know, it's nice. I like it because most of these taco places, you can only get soft tacos. Nobody does hard tacos anymore. They have a selection of hard tacos.
That's the heavy chip, right?
Yeah, the
Okay.
yeah. I mean, that's what a taco to me is. That's
Well,
not.
I don't eat tacos.
Soft
so.
tacos, you know, they're
I'll try
good.
them. No,
they're
I
good.
try them, but I don't, prefer say get tacos.
Right. I like the option of the hard taco or the soft taco. They have burrito bowls. They have vegan options. Very friendly staff. The owners are very, very friendly.
I'll have to go meet them. You said it's Lou and Bill?
Lou and Bill. And they have avocado fries. I don't know. You probably don't like avocado.
I don't know. I'll try it. I try
is
anything.
Delicious.
Once,
yeah.
twice,
Great
three
drinks.
times.
Good margaritas. It's very homey and friendly place.
Bob
So-
D'Amato is saying hi, Kristy,
Hi,
to you.
Bob.
He loves you.
I miss you. I
Yes.
know. I wanted to come to see him,
Saturday, yeah.
but I was at a function.
Yeah,
and
there's
I
one
couldn't
this
make it.
Saturday, too. I know you're not around.
Yeah,
so,
I
right?
have a fundraiser.
So how do people, where is this new restaurant?
It is on Tulip Avenue, Floral Park, right in the town there. It's across from
The bakery. Yeah, it's right
from the
over there. I know,
bakery.
right by
Yeah,
Levine's.
you can't miss it. Uptown Taco.
All right, well,
They
if
have
you go
outdoor
there,
seating as well in the back.
if you go there, tell Lou that Kristy sent you from the show.
Yes.
So I want to talk about Bob D'Amato because he's singing Saturday at Mia's.
Mia's
And,
another great place.
Mia's is like a great, great place. Now on Sundays they're going to have brunch soon,
Ooh.
and we love going there. Actually, some of the girls are coming. I can't. I have a wedding, so not that you need to know that, but I would have been there. So Bob, I'm going to miss it, but I promise you I don't think I'm going to have any more weddings. Every time he sings, I have a wedding. It's not a joke.
Yeah.
I've had 3 weddings
Right.
in the last
Aw.
3 months. It's
Wow.
very expensive,
I
actually.
love Bob. I love to listen to him
You
sing
love Bob?
Frank.
Yeah, but did you know he's from Floral Park?
Yes, I know.
Yeah, you do know that.
Yeah, of
Okay.
course.
So, Bob, we are glad you're checking in. And we've got 2 great, other great people that we're going to be talking to today. So hang on because it's going to be good. Oh, David Lang says, it's nice to see Andrea. What is this? One of your buddies?
Yeah,
She's
fellow
a
veteran.
talented comedian and a cool person.
Yes.
That's a fan.
Yeah, that's.
And David doesn't give out compliments too often. I know him.
No. Yeah, retired Air Force, I believe. So
yeah,
fellow
he's
veteran.
something else. Thank you for your service, David, as always. So, Kristy, so you got to tell Danny that he's got to come back. We miss him.
I know. As soon as he's, well, not that he's going to slow down with the oil, but
He's going to be busier, I hate to tell you.
I know.
He's
And
going to start smelling like, no, I'm going to just tell you. I worked for an oil company. Soon he will smell like
Yeah,
the oil truck.
Yeah, well, when he does when he comes home, but then he showers and he doesn't smell
No,
anymore.
but the coat.
Oh,
his coat,
yeah,
don't let
yeah,
him bring the
yeah.
coat in
No,
the
he
house.
doesn't bring any of that. He's got
No, because
specific
I did. I
clothes.
smelled like an oil truck
Yeah.
when I worked in an oil company for a year. My coat's disgusting.
The summer was like ridiculous with oil.
Yeah? I don't
Like
know.
he was working 7 hours,
Really?
and he has his full-time job, and then he would go and. I
Good
mean, 7
grief.
hours of oil. It's like,
Whoa.
you know.
He's got a very vast experience of different things. that
Yes, he does. He does. He does.
Sanitation and oil.
Sanitation, oil, yes.
And restaurants.
Yes, and eating.
Yeah, it
So-
doesn't seem like those would all mix.
Yeah.
And we also want to just give a shout out to Eddie Sessa.
Yes.
Where is he tonight?
Yes,
Casariano.
Casariano's.
Westbury, we're all going, so we'll probably have a few drinks tonight.
Another place with excellent food.
Yeah, the food is good there.
Oh my God.
We
Mia's and that
support
place, very
Eddie
good.
Sessa. That's
Yes.
he's one of our buddies, and he's been with us a while. And he's
Another good performer.
Yes, he's a great performer,
Yeah.
and he has pretty soon will coming out with his play,
Yes.
which is it's hysterical. It's called The Music Doctor.
Oh,
Yes, and Eddie does Eddie. It's very, very good. So
all right.
a lot of things to do this weekend and tonight. Don't forget Mia's Saturday, Bob D'Amato, and tonight we'll be at Casariano. So Kristy, I know you got to go, so I'm
Yes.
going to let you fly away, and we're going to bring our next
All right.
guest. Say hi to Mom,
I will. Nice
and
meeting
I'll
you.
talk to you
Nice meeting you
soon.
too.
Okay,
Thanks
I'll
for
talk to you soon.
the information.
Yes, Uptown Taco.
Uptown Taco. All right.
Fantastic.
So we have another great guest who's going to sit down. Her name is Amanda Montoni. She does it all. Unbelievable what she does. Choreographer. She's does all types of everything. I'm going to let her talk about what she does, but she's quite the impressive lady. So before we get started, if anybody would like to know about a Steinway baby grand piano, somebody, I don't know who he is, sent me a note, and he has a, look at this piano, gorgeous, Steinway
Amazing.
grand piano.
That's beautiful.
Free, it's free, but you will have to pay for the shipping.
Yeah.
His wife passed away, and she was a big piano player, obviously.
Apparently.
And he doesn't want to sell it because it would hurt her heart. And his only requirement is that you leave it wherever you're going to put it, and you take good care of the piano. And it's really beautiful. Look at this.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, wow.
Steinway
Incredible.
Grand.
I wish I could play
You
piano.
would have to pay for the shipping, though.
Yeah.
So I said, how did you get my number? I don't know. Call me. He's in California.
Wow.
He said somebody from the music industry told me about you. I said, okay.
Wow.
So anyway, it's quite a beautiful thing.
Oh,
It's good for
definitely.
a restaurant,
Yeah.
that would want to pay the shipping because,
Yeah.
they could have people play it. So, but I get calls over ridiculous things. So people, they think I could, basically know about everything. So,
Anything's possible. Your
Well,
strong
at the-
connections to the piano moving industry. I mean,
yeah, the Breakfast Club does a lot of wacky things. So, we're
There you
noted
go.
for, if you don't know where to go, come to the Breakfast Club.
smart.
So let's talk about you. You're in the service. You're
Yes. Yes.
Thank you for your service.
Thank you.
American Corporate Partners,
Yes. That's
acpusa.org. I don't know what it is.
yeah. So that's it's a nonprofit. I've been with them for about 3 years now, and they work with post 9/11 veterans and active duty military spouses, and match them up with mentors in corporate America. Help them with their career goals and aspirations, everything from media to logistics, small business, cybersecurity, you name it, and people are at all different developments of their careers. So some might just be wanting to dip their toe in the water, see what awaits them beyond their military career. Some are going back to school. Some might have been out for a few years, already accomplished somewhat in the corporate world, looking to take it to the next level. But year-long formal mentorship. I get the pleasure and honor of speaking to incoming proteges and mentors.
So you're like the intake
yeah,
person
absolutely. I get to talk to interesting people all day, every
from
day.
all over that comes
Yeah.
to Long Island, or no, they're all
No,
over.
they could be in Japan, doing a Zoom call or
interesting.
something like that. And then I get to work a little bit behind the scenes and match up people I think would not just be a good industry fit, but a good personality fit as well. Get them introduced and then work with them, check in about once every 4 to 6 weeks, make sure they're doing well, but also send them resources, help them map out what they're going to be doing over the next year, and make some helpful suggestions just to keep the ball of progress rolling.
So how did you get to do that? Because you were in the Marine, what were you, in the Army? Or
Navy.
Navy. That's even
yeah.
harder, isn't it?
Depends on who you talk to.
Well,
Maybe
obviously,
psychologically.
I guess you love it, right? You love it. No?
Well,
Did
I
you love
liked
it?
I liked my 4 years of active duty. The reserves. I'm in my final 9 months, and I can't wait for those to expire.
And
so,
then what?
I'm done.
But you
I-
have benefits for life then, right? Because you were in the
Well,
Navy?
VA medical benefits, and I have my GI Bill, so at least got
Wow.
that.
So how many years did you do this?
It'll only be about 10 total, so I won't be retiring or anything like that. But yeah, 10 was plenty. That was enough.
I'm sure when you first went, weren't you scared?
Yeah, well, because I went in to be doing explosive ordnance disposal, things that go boom.
Oh, Lord.
What is it, like bombs and things like
Yeah,
that?
yeah, bomb disposal technician.
Holy
But
God.
that didn't work out for a lot of reasons, and I ended up being driving small security boats.
In the water.
Yeah, that was actually really fun. I enjoyed that. I've done nothing of the sort in the reserves. It's kind of boring, more logistics.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Really?
more logistics type stuff. So,
But
I
did you
just
go
kinda-
through that training, the hard training that everybody goes through to be in the Navy?
Yeah, a boot camp, just like everyone else.
Wow. Were there nights that you just
No,
cried?
no, no. Because that was a waste of time. You wanted to get to sleep. The sleep deprivation was the hardest thing I had to deal with, and being sick all the time. So.
Wow. So you're a strong person.
Yeah, well, I was strong before I went to boot camp. That helped.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So you knew
Yeah.
that you could get through it.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
And what did Taz say when you left?
You know, so little bit of background. So Tass is actually not my blood sister.
Oh, I didn't know that.
So I didn't actually meet her until I left active duty. We got to know each other through
Friends?
Red yeah.
Red
Friend-
Eye?
Yeah.
What's Red Eye?
It was
Got a lot of codes.
yeah, it was a show on Fox News. We were big fans. She used to draw that show, and then
Oh, yes. It's
but,
Channel 5, isn't it?
it was Fox News.
Yeah, I
of all
would say I'm
things.
not that dumb. I really
But yeah, we got acquainted through that, and just
And that's how it started. That's
instant
how
pals,
I
sisters.
met her by
Yeah.
being at Governor's.
I know.
That's
the
how I met
craziest
her,
thing,
and the
right?
rest is history. I mean,
Yeah,
she's
yeah.
an absolutely wonderful artist,
Yeah,
and she's a great lady, great
Yeah.
person, really
Yeah.
great person.
definitely my sister. So yeah, but ashamed to say I did not know her
When
I
you went into the
in,
Navy.
But
So
but,
what did your family say when you went into the Navy? Were they scared for you? I would
yeah,
have been.
Yeah, I think my mom was.
I would have cried.
But they're very stoic people. I mean, we always joke. My dad loves my mother so much he's almost told her. So we're very stoic people. So if there were feelings, no one.
Oh,
no
they
one
don't
knew.
show it?
Yeah,
Oh,
no.
your family don't show.
No,
So they're
no.
not like us. We're all over everyone,
Yeah, yeah.
hugging, kissing, mooching,
Yeah, I mean,
pinching.
yeah, exactly. I was never around Italian Americans till I moved out here, and I was like, oh, I get it. It's like people for families for the hearing impaired. You know?
Yes, everybody yells.
Yes.
And this is what we do all the time.
Yeah.
I mean, you got
Yes.
skinny cheeks.
Oh, God, when you said pinching, I got flashbacks to my childhood.
Yeah, I pinched every baby in our family.
Yeah.
Well, congratulations.
Thank
I
you.
see a message here. It says ACP is a great organization. This person had an ACP mentor for a year, and it was so helpful.
Oh, that's great to hear.
So that's really nice that people
Yeah.
know who it is,
Yeah,
what you do and everything.
Yeah, it's a great program, but it's all what people put into it. The more you put into it, the more you're going to get out of it. And to
Now,
see
if
the
somebody has
results.
PTSD, do they help them too?
Yes, we do have resources for those veterans and for mentors as well, if those things come up. But the whole point of the program is to just be as supportive as possible and
People
everyone's
helping
goals.
people.
Absolutely.
All right, great. So now, where do you perform? I know that you perform. I'm getting the feeling you're a little funny with your little comments. They're kind of cute.
Yeah, I've only been at stand-up comedy for just under 9 months. And,
But I understand you followed some great people in comedy.
Yes, I
So who
did
was
everything
that?
kind of backwards. Before starting stand-up comedy, I built my network, and that's already paid some dividends. About 3 months into comedy, my friend Dave Landau was kind enough to let me do some guest spots. Last month, there is Comedians of the Compound show in Ohio. I went out there for that.
Really? So you
And,
travel for this comedy too?
Yeah, so basically this is not a money-making scheme. It is a
No,
giant money pit.
comedians, yeah.
It is a giant money pit for me, but I'm having a great time doing it.
And who's Anthony Cumia?
Well, of course, everyone remembers the Opie and Anthony show. He since left that duo about 7 years ago, started his own company, Compound Media.
Oh, is that what he's from? Compound Media.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. So, and he's got other shows on the network. So, hence, Comedians of the Compound. Other people are involved with that too that are comedians. And my job is about 20 minutes away from the studio, so I drop off cookies, chat everyone up,
Oh,
and
okay, that's nice. Food goes a long way.
as you'd be surprised, yeah.
Yeah, everybody loves food.
Yeah, everyone is food motivated.
Well, that's
I've found.
great. So have you been to see Taz lately?
I have not.
That's
I
a
really-
trip and a half to go there. I'll never go there. That's
Yeah,
for sure.
it's a ways. I am going to be headed out west here next week, but that's for my mother's birthday. Happy birthday, Mom.
Is she out here?
She's
West.
in Idaho.
Oh,
Yeah.
West, you mean out of state?
Yeah, yeah. So
Idaho, you're going. What the
yeah.
hell do you do in Idaho?
Oh, tons of stuff. It's a great place to get in touch with your redneck side and ski.
Oh, you're
So,
going to ski.
well, probably not. It's a little early, but you know, maybe do some base jumping. Maybe take the dog for a walk. You know.
So
all
you're
that
going
fun
for a
stuff.
nice little rest with the family.
Yes, yes, and hopefully see my brother and sister too.
So what's one of the favorite things you like doing as a comedian? Is it, you know, a subject? You do a lot about government and the Navy and
Definitely.
things like that? You do?
Well, yeah, you talk about you share what you're familiar with. And,
Yeah, you
and
tell the
certainly
truth,
Navy,
right?
Yeah, certainly the Navy, working out.
Yeah,
all those
are you
annoying
into
things.
working out? You go to the gym a lot?
Yeah, I'm one of those psychopaths who gets up at 5 in the morning, goes to the gym first thing before my brain can process. Do I really want to do this? The workout's already done before I can answer that question.
And then the people at the gym, you making them laugh as you're doing everything?
No, it's
you're
it's a very
quiet
focused,
in there.
very focused time. I need to get in. I've got 45 minutes, and I'm going to spend them wisely. So,
So you are different in the gym than you are outside of the gym.
definitely,
What,
definitely.
what about work? Do you get them going at work?
Yeah, I'll throw out one-liners for the most part, but actually, I'm surprisingly quiet at work.
Really?
Yeah.
So you have 9 lives.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, if somebody gives me, whether they intend to or not, a perfect setup, I'll knock
get
it out of the park.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
great. When you were a kid, did you have this thing going on, or did this only happen
I don't think I
after you
was-
got older?
Yeah, I don't think I was particularly funny as a little kid. I was certainly fascinated by it, but yeah, I have older siblings. They thought I was annoying and as far opposite from funny as you can get. But
So they probably said you'll never make it, right? Something
yeah,
like
yeah,
that.
I
People do
challenge
that.
accepted, and
Yeah,
off
people
I
do
went.
that. My husband told me many times, "You'll never write a book." Okay, well, I'm on my 3rd, so
Yeah,
you know.
yeah.
But he didn't.
Well,
mean
then
it.
he's
It's
right.
just-
You didn't write just a book,
right?
So, you
No, but
know.
I mean, people don't say it because they like to tease
Yeah,
you.
yeah, exactly.
People
Yeah,
tease you all the time.
of course.
You know, and most people that for me, if they say you won't, then I will.
Exactly.
I don't know
yeah.
how you are with that. How do you? If someone says you can't or you won't, what do you do?
Well, it depends on the context, but certainly as soon as that challenge is thrown down, it's not going to leave my head.
Right.
So, I
So
either
you'll
need
be
to-
you'll be saying things back.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
in
Get
kind of a
confrontational.
jest.
Yeah.
Yeah, in a jested way, like funny.
Yeah.
But you'll stick it.
Oh, of course.
Yeah, I can
Always
tell
stick
you.
the landing.
You look like you're the stick it lady. You know, you can really stick it to someone, but make
Yeah.
it funny.
Yeah, I think so.
Mm-hmm.
The goal is not to hurt people's feelings, and you always have to consider your audience. There's some
Well,
people that
that's
are
true.
just,
People are going to boo you.
yeah. I know out on here on Long Island.
Is it a big
this
thing
show.
out here? People boo you a lot?
No.
Oh.
I haven't been booed yet. I'm actually kind of disappointed. But certainly, the East Coast, I could be dirty and very biting.
Oh, dirty. Yeah, no,
but
we
if
we don't do doo-doo here.
Yeah. So, exactly. So if I thought, okay, maybe I could do some time when I'm out in Idaho. Oh, I need to leave the East Coast on the East Coast.
Yeah, because your mother is in Idaho. How could you do that?
Oh, my mother's heard me say horrible things.
Oh,
Okay. She'd welcome it with open arms, but I do have to consider, they're very religious neighbors and kind-hearted Idahoan folk.
That's funny. So you're going to see your brothers and sisters too?
Yeah. I got a brother in California who's coming out. I got a sister in Utah. She's coming up.
Oh, so it's like a family reunion.
We're all gonna converge for mom. Yeah.
How nice. Is her birthday?
Yeah. She's gonna be 77 on
Wow.
week from Saturday.
So you guys are going to be partying.
Oh yeah. We're gonna stay up till 6 p.m.
I have a feeling I have a feeling that you're from a rowdy group.
No, not really.
No, you
No.
seem like you have that way about you.
No, I sought it out later in life for sure. But, but the
okay.
family is pretty.
You grew up late.
Yeah.
Well, because you were in the Navy, you had to behave, right?
Yeah.
I would be so frightened if one of my family members went in. But I think it's a great thing. I mean, do you regret it?
I don't regret the active duty. I might have just signed a shorter contract for the reserves.
I thought
But-
people love going to the reserves. No, huh?
No, my first couple years I really enjoyed. I not so much. I got moved to a unit that just is so far removed from my background and training. I
Oh.
kind of
You didn't know what to do.
Yeah, so I would rather not be in anymore.
Well, look, you did your time.
Exactly.
Sort of like being in jail.
Yeah.
I mean,
just
you know,
with less working out, you know.
and you're probably
Dumber
ready.
uniforms.
You're
yeah.
ready to get the hell out.
Yeah, exactly. So.
Great. Well, I'm sure where you work, you hear a lot of stories from people at
for
this
sure.
organization. I mean, they're all
Yeah.
either left, retired. What happens to the people that run away? What do they call them?
Deserters.
Yeah.
There's not that many of them around. So,
Yeah.
and we screen in our program, if anyone hasn't had an honorable discharge, we do need to delve into that more. But
Sure. You don't help dishonorable discharge people?
well, dishonorable
They
discharge.
go to jail, don't they?
Yeah, that's like an act of Congress. I mean, that's a big deal.
Yeah, so you don't get involved with those people.
No, but sometimes someone gets a general discharge. I mean, it could be, we got to look into it a little bit, but yeah, always address it. But for the most part, yeah, honorable discharges.
So when you were in the Navy at night, what do the guys and the girls all do? Do they just stay up and cry, or do they party all night long?
Well, it depends on the context. If we're on watch, boot camp, on our downtime, certainly a lot of partying on our downtime.
Yeah. What about when the mail comes? I always wonder what that's like. Does people not get mail, or do they really get mail, and do they love getting mail?
Yeah. Oh, for boot camp, that was always a big deal to get mail. You never wanted to be left out. One of my cousins did send me a card that made noise when you opened it, and it's like, thanks.
Oh, it was one of those
what a
bad
jerk.
cards?
Oh,
cute.
yeah. Then they make you PT until you die. So.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah.
Yeah, now what about that PT? That's like you have to scrub bathrooms or toothbrushes?
Oh, physical training. So push-ups, sit-ups, all that stuff.
Did you get stuck doing the bathroom? Like,
No,
they show you
no.
on TV when you get in trouble?
No. There was you had different jobs. So I had to write the watch bill. Someone always had to be on watch, so I'd cycle people through. And then there's like a bathroom crew.
Oh,
And I
geez.
didn't wind up on that, so I consider that
Well,
one for
I'd
the
say
W column.
that you were lucky. That had to
Yes,
be.
very lucky.
I bet right now with the virus, things are a lot different when you're out in the fields and coming back to the barracks and all that.
Because I think everyone has to quarantine when they get to boot camp. Then they get started. So I don't even know what that looks like now. And for me, I've mainly been remote since April of last year.
Wow.
We do go in from time to time, but
So you're doing reserves remote?
yeah,
So it's all paperwork.
basically, yeah.
Okay.
It's we finally have our first physical fitness screening next month. First one in 2 years, so I can't wait to watch everyone fail while I jog off to my final finish and never have to do it again.
So if you give anybody any advice out there, should they or shouldn't they join the Navy? That's a hard question.
Yeah, I would say no.
Don't join the Navy.
Yeah, don't do it, but it depends on what it is you're looking to do and what you want to
Right.
get out of it. If you think you're joining to, the platitudes of serving your country or something, like, slow down. Let's have some remedial instruction here.
And see what you're really getting in for.
Yeah. But if you really understand, okay, look, I'm just doing 4 years of whatever to get money for school so I don't go into debt up to my eyeballs, fair enough.
That's what a lot of
great
people
thing
do,
to
huh?
Yeah, that's a
Yeah.
good thing to do, but
Now, when you left, did you leave with a certain type of degree?
no. That's the other thing. They'll tell you, oh, you can earn college credits in the Navy. Not really.
Really? See,
Navy
that's a
service
shame.
doesn't give you college credits, so take classes while you're in. But you do get a GI Bill. I did get a degree through the GI Bill. I'm starting my master's next month using
That's
GI
great.
Bill. so,
Congratulations.
yeah, there are a lot of good things to be said
So
for that
what does
GI
it
Bill.
mean when you got a GI Bill? What does that do for you?
So that's 36 months of higher education or approved certificate training, and
So it's better than a high school diploma.
oh, absolutely,
Yeah.
yeah. You can apply it to anything. Project management professional certification,
okay.
bachelor's degree, master's. You could go to medical school.
Okay.
It really pays for a ton of stuff, and you hear about student debt and everything else. GI Bill, you don't have to worry.
You don't
about
pay
that.
a penny. Wow.
Nope. And
Wow.
you get paid to go to school. You get a stipend.
Oh, right. Yeah,
every
it's
month.
not
that you're-
much, though, right?
Well, I mean, if you're in New York, I mean, let's see, E5 with dependents. I mean, that's couple $1,000s a month.
Oh, we mean the people that have children that go. They get
No,
more.
no. So it's a flat rate for everyone.
Oh,
You're
so
considered.
you get $5,000 a month?
Well, a couple, probably like up to three grand a month if you live in the New York City area. Out in Utah, I think it was about 1,400.
So people probably save money when they
Oh,
they don't
yeah.
spend their money. They don't need to.
Exactly. Yeah.
So they're
you're-
saving and saving and getting ready for degrees. That's great.
Yeah.
Well, I learned a lot today that I
Yeah.
didn't know because I don't have anyone in
I am
service.
full of useless
Yeah,
information.
no, but it's interesting to know. You would think,
Yeah.
that everything is true, and not everything is true no matter where you go.
Yeah.
So that's very true.
But yeah,
All right,
but
well,
yeah, and then more to the question, whether or not people decide to join the Navy, definitely look into ACP when you're looking at getting out.
Oh, right. Yes.
Yeah.
Well,
Get that mentorship. Be ready for
yeah,
civilian
and
success.
ACP, what's the website? Well, we're going to come back to you, but what's the website at ACP?
It is acp-usa.org.
Oh, very good. Well, thank you.
Thank you.
So, Amanda,
Hello.
I'm looking at your books. I love the names of it.
Oh, thanks.
Trains, New York, and the love, the lack thereof, that goes along with them.
Yeah.
Look at
it's-
this book, Anito, and I see you have all your tickets in here. When I
Yes.
wrote my book, I had thousands of things on paper.
Oh, yes.
So let's talk about this,
Oh,
and
cool.
let's talk about you. You do everything. You're a playwright.
Yes.
You wear the hat of director, choreographer, performer. You dance and you teach dance.
Yes.
And you co-founded the Royal Star Theater Company.
Mhm.
So let's start with that. What is it?
Royal Star Theater. Royal Star Theater is a community theater group in Queens.
Queens.
Yes.
Okay.
We're located in Jamaica Estates, and we are a theater group just looking to bring theater to the community, and for anyone who wants to be involved in theater in any capacity.
So in other words, be closer to the thing.
Sorry.
In other words, people that want to act.
People that want to act, people who want to be behind the scenes, like assistant directing, stage managing, all of that fun stuff, set building, everything.
And where is it done? In a church or in a hall, or is it a big theater or what?
It was originally done in the Immaculate Conception Catholic Academy's auditorium, but because of COVID, we are now located in the church, in the hall.
Oh, okay.
Yes. So it's very fun, and we're all about bringing theater to the community and getting the community to join us and have a fun time for a learning experience. So
Sounds
yeah.
nice. How long have you been doing that?
I have been with Royal Star Theater since its conception.
Oh, so you really found.
Yeah, I was one of the original 7 co-founders.
And
of
how
the
many
group.
years is it around?
I think it's about 5 now, 5 or 6.
You probably love it, right?
Yeah, it's great. It's great.
And you meet great people, right?
I meet great people. I've met some of my best friends doing community theater, not necessarily at Royal Star, but just at community
general.
theater is all.
It's a small circle,
Yeah,
right?
it's a small world. Everything is connected.
I'm sure Bob D'Amato probably knows you because he does a lot of community theater.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I haven't heard that name.
Yeah, he does. He's a performer as well. He's a
Oh,
50s
that's awesome.
performer. Bobby's
That's
Aaron.
awesome.
He's great. He's going to be singing Saturday night at Mia's with some of the gals.
Is
here.
that the one you have the wedding for? Like you have a wedding when
I
he's
have a
performing?
wedding. I can't go.
So you can't go.
But the girls, some of the girls are going from the Breakfast Club,
Oh,
and
cool.
some of the people. So,
Amazing.
so that's interesting. So he might know you.
Oh, cool.
He might know you. And then, when did you start writing books?
This was actually my first book I ever published and wrote. It is a poetry book. And I write poetry more like journal entries. Like my journal entries become poetry. I studied English in college. And I just found that I had a lot of poems through my college experience walking around the city because I went to school downtown. Just walking around the city, noticing certain things, how the city makes you feel. It's so big. You're surrounded by all these people, but yet you could feel like you're totally alone in this universe of Manhattan.
Really? See, I would
Yeah.
think that in the city, there's so many people so friendly. So you're not alone. See, so I never lived in the city.
Yeah, I mean, you get multiple experiences. So, and then college, I commuted to college, so my college experience wasn't like the dorm and the parties.
Oh,
and,
you
and stuff
really
like
worked
that.
hard at going to school.
Yeah. I commuted back and forth via the Long Island Railroad when I used to live in Floral Park.
Oh, you lived in Floral Park?
I did. I lived in Floral Park for all of my junior high and high school and into college years.
I was raised there. Floral
Oh,
Park
wow.
Memorial, yeah. My
Oh,
daughter, my grandchildren.
I went to Sewantica.
My husband was Sewantica.
Look at that. Look at
Floral
that.
Park always comes back at me.
I know.
Swear to
Uptown
God.
Taco. Shout out Miss Ventura. Hi.
Yeah, and you know the guy from the restaurant that we just talked about?
I know one of his. I think it's his wife, Miss Ventura. She was one of my teachers at Sewantica.
Jeez, what
Yeah.
a small world.
Yeah, and I work at a dance studio. One of the dance studios I work at is in Floral Park.
Which one?
JJ's.
Oh, God,
Yeah.
she's been around forever.
I've been there since I was
Tyson
3
Avenue,
years old.
right?
Yep.
Yeah.
South
oh,
Tyson.
that is really something.
I've been
really.
there since I was 3.
So
years
I probably
old.
saw you around when I was bringing my grandchildren
Oh,
to John
probably.
Louis Child School.
John Louis Child School.
That's
Exactly.
funny.
Yeah.
So what possessed you to start this book? It's all poems?
Yeah, it's all poems.
Mm-hmm.
That's mainly how I used to write. Now I'm more into like playwriting and short stories and stuff.
Yes.
But I just saw basically a compilation of poems that I was just like, these all fit together. And I kind of wanted to publish it for myself to be like, hey, this is a goal I've had for
And you
a
got it
little
done.
while,
Right.
and let me do it.
Good for
Just
you.
like you were saying, when people say you won't, you do.
Yes,
That's
that's
what I
very
do.
true. So what's
That's
your
what I do.
favorite passage in there? Like, is it something funny,
Lord.
serious? Or,
Oh
What's something,
man,
you know,
I
you
have
could-
so much in here. I
I
don't.
can see you really love it. Look at her face.
I
when
have
she
a
looks
Oh,
at
yeah.
lot.
it.
Just lights
Yeah.
up.
Oh, I have this long. It's pretty long. It's called An Encounter in Madison Square Park.
Okay.
It's very quirky and very kind of young, and when you're first going to college,
Okay.
and
we can hear
around.
it. What's the hell? Why
Okay,
not?
so An Encounter in Madison Square Park. She had a feeling she would run into him. She had a sixth sense about these things. Behind her, she felt him staring at her shoulder tattoo. Everything happens for a reason. They locked eyes to the right of the fountain under the archway. Shake Shack was closed. It shouldn't have been. It was a hot May day. There he stood. She didn't know what to do with herself. She became nervous, jittery, and obnoxious. Why wasn't Shake Shack open? He looked her up and down. His sparkling magnetic eyes took her under. He complimented her on her friend's hat. His golden-tinted brown eyes stared at hers in a way that made the world feel like peace. She felt beautiful. She was wearing lipstick that day. She never wears lipstick. Never. They took a picture. His head rested perfectly on hers. She fit like a puzzle piece in the groove of his neck. Comfort. She felt comfort. Something she hadn't felt in a long time. They talked about Boy Meets World and the Lawrence brothers. She mentioned she was hungry. He moved closer to her. His arm touched hers on purpose. They stood, linked by foot, hip, and forearm. It was awkward happiness. He pointed in directions that clearly weren't correct. McDonald's, sushi, there's a nice vegetarian place on Washington Street. They were nowhere near Washington Street, but she didn't care. He remembered, and he flirted with her.
I liked it. What
Thank
do you think
you.
of it?
Great.
Yeah.
thank
Apps,
you.
descriptions.
And I have a job for you. We're doing a play soon. You'll be in it.
Oh, cool. I love
It's a
performing.
reading. It's a reading play. If we do it, she'd be perfect for the
Yeah.
Lana. Because
Oh,
she wants to
great.
do it again this
Yay,
year.
I got another role.
There you go. Well, we don't
Yeah.
pay though.
Oh, that I understand.
You have
I
some
do
Exposure.
community
Exposure.
theater.
You have some voice.
Oh, thank you very much.
Really, very
Thank you.
creative. That was some interesting lines. You know, the way
Yeah.
you came up with that.
Thank you. Thank
It's
you
all
very
about
much.
a guy that the girl got lit up by this guy.
Yeah,
technically.
infatuation.
Yeah, very, very nice.
Infatuation. Yep.
I like that.
Thank you.
So
That's
there's
one
a
from
lot
this
of
one.
different types of things.
There's
in
a
there,
lot of
right?
different types of things in here. There's a long poem about basically my walks to the Long Island Railroad station.
Really?
Yeah, there's a whole thing about, it's called the morning rush because sometimes I'd have to go on the LIRR when everybody else is commuting to work.
And people
Oh,
are
yeah.
walking by you, or
Yep.
pushing you, or
Everything-
knocking you over.
Exactly. It's
Wow.
everything.
I like that. I'd like to read it.
Thank you. That's actually one of my favorite ones. It's very long, though. I'm not
No,
going to put
no,
you through
but
it.
I would read it one day. You know, I'll
Yeah, Yeah.
borrow it one
so
day. and read it.
yeah, this
So
was
where
my
do they
first
buy
one.
this?
You can get this on Amazon.com. I believe it's
And
like
how do they buy it?
$10.
Okay, and do they look for the title? What do
You
they-
can look for the title. It's very long and quirky, like me. I'm sorry, but you can also just search my name and all of the works that I've been.
So Amanda Montoni.
Yes, Amanda Montoni.
Okay, so now what is this? Thoughts while singing. What do you
Yes.
go into like a heaven while you sing and you create a book all about it? What is that?
So the cool thing about this book is that every poem is tied to a song credited at the bottom of each page.
Really?
Yes. So one day I was just, listening to my music in the car. It goes from like, okay, here's Green Day. Oh, that goes with a poem I just wrote. And then before I know it, this book was born. It's basically, it is very, very complex.
It's poetry though?
It's poetry and prose. It's very complex, kind of like, everybody is inside. Everybody is complex people, are complex people. And I was going through a really rough time with some of my friendships and relationships. And so that story, and my family too. I was going through a really rough time with my family. Things were happening. Grandparents were passing away. My cat died of like 20 years. So sad. Yeah, and so that was this book is basically me.
Talking every day about a different thing?
Kind
But
of.
it's a poem.
Yeah, it's about me working through the emotions and basically becoming the person that I know I always could be, and finding myself and recognizing my self-worth. And then you add the layer of everything is tied to a song, and then also every section of the book is constructed and formatted like a musical.
Really?
Because I'm
You're
a
very
big
talented.
theater person. Yeah,
Jeez,
it's
that's a
very.
lot of layers.
I told you it was very complex.
You're
Yeah,
really amazing.
we have the opening number, because every musical has an opening number. We have the "I Want" song, where the main character basically belts a solo about what she or he or they want, and that gets the story going. And then you have the 11 o'clock number, which is basically the second to last number of a musical, which is kind of like the climax or the start of the conclusion. And then you have the finale, and then you have the curtain call. So those are the sections of
Those
the
are
book.
the 5 sections.
Yeah.
Now, so each section must be pretty long, right?
Each section is about, I think, 20 pages or something like that. Yeah.
That's very, very
Yeah.
creative.
Yeah.
And
Thank
what
you.
made you do the song attached to everything? Because that's just who you are.
I guess that's just who I am. Yeah, and tying it into everything that what I was going through and trying to work through emotionally, music was a big part of that.
Right.
So I have everything from here. I mentioned Green Day. I have everything from here, from Green Day to Jonas Brothers to musical soundtracks to Weezer to
What's your
to
favorite-
90s music.
Is there a favorite line in that book that you love? Like a favorite story? Or?
A favorite story? I have quite a few. I'm gonna read the ending one,
Okay.
the last poem in the song,
Mm-hmm.
because it's really like the conclusion, and
It's where you finally
it's
got
where,
to
yep,
where you wanted to be.
yep, exactly.
Which is really interesting because when you do write a book, because I can relate to this, your life does change.
Oh yes,
And your life opens in so many different
Yeah.
directions and you meet so many different people.
right.
And that's why at the Breakfast Club, we publish books now through Stephanie Larkin, Red Penguin.
Okay, so I'm going to need to write a book.
Yes.
Okay.
So you
Yes.
come here once a month to G's, you get dinner, and you start writing. And
Okay.
in 9 months, you publish a book.
Yeah.
And your life
It's great.
changes.
It's
Wow.
fantastic.
And that's how this all
Yeah.
started with me, with my book right there, From Fire to Freedom, which I went through some hard times, as you did. And when you go through shit, in plain English, shit happens.
Thank you
But,
for
Yeah.
cursing, because I wasn't sure if we were allowed to
yeah,
on
you
here.
can say shit.
Okay.
I didn't want no dirty doo-doo. That's why I told you. no
Yeah,
dirty
I
doo-doo
don't
jokes.
recommend this book for children. Just saying.
Yeah. Okay. But,
It's not a
we-
pop-up book?
No. There's a lot of stuff in there.
When you do go through stuff and you finally realize, when you start writing it, you get better.
Yeah.
And then you start doing other things. And the book, when you complete it, you're like on fire.
Oh, yeah.
The difference
I can't
between my
imagine.
first one and my second one
Me too.
is vastly different. This was the hardest book I've had to write because it was so
You were in it.
yeah,
Yeah, I'm
because
in
it was
mine
so
too.
tied to my emotions.
My
Yeah.
first one was Skinny Skinny. You see the little one on the bottom there?
Oh, yeah,
The second one, look at it.
yeah.
So the third one, God knows. I don't
Yeah.
know. what it's gonna
This
be.
is
It's gonna be an
actually an
anthology.
extended version
Okay.
of the book. I released an extended version with a whole other section. Yeah. This
Well,
one is
can't-
like skinny
all right,
mini.
so
compared
let's
to
talk
this
about
one.
that last chapter.
Yeah, sure. So the last chapter was basically the aftermath of what the rest of the book is about. So it's me kind of going through a little setback because everybody has setbacks.
yeah.
Everybody has triggers, that kind of thing.
Absolutely.
And me finding myself again. I went through a horrible breakup.
Somehow it's always about a man.
Yes, but it was more so about myself. That breakup, like I completely lost who I was. Like I was like, what am I doing? I don't know who I am
that
anymore.
happens. Yeah.
Yeah, so and that's why I broke it off for a lot of other reasons. But yeah, it was just about me basically finding myself again and saying like, hey, I can get through life's trials. And a lot of that inspiration of that attitude comes from my parents.
Which is wonderful. Like
Yeah.
your parents understood you through it.
Yeah.
That doesn't always happen for people.
Right. And my parents have been through I'm hearing stories for the first time now as a 28-year-old.
Yeah, because
like,
you didn't know you were a kid.
right. And I'm like, oh my gosh, you guys are amazing. Like, how
Yes.
is this possible? And so I'm going to read, actually, there's two poems that kind of tie into the last kind of thing.
Okay.
So this one has no title.
Okay.
They don't have titles, most of them. Here you are breathing. Breathing after you just sang your heart out. Exhaling all of the trial-filled melodies. Inhaling the cathartic atmosphere under the stage lights. You are alive. That is worth the applause. Hell, that is worth a standing ovation. And that one is tied to lyrics from Happiness by Taylor Swift, which I find hysterical because I have a love-hate relationship with Taylor Swift. So
Really?
yeah. This is the second one, the last poem of the book. When the wave of praise washes away, when the flood of applause subsides, when the moment before the lights go dark arrives, that is the moment I am left alone, standing as still as I possibly can, absorbing the peace that comes with silence and the comfort that comes with knowing I survived. A voice whispers from within, you did it. You're alive. Tied to lyrics from Long Story Short by Taylor Swift. Yeah.
Very nice. You're
Thank
very
you.
talented to be able to bring it all together like that.
Oh, it was very brain racking.
Yeah, I'm sure. I'm sure you had
It was
your
very,
days
very-
of like stress, crying, eating,
And
whatever. in between.
meanwhile, I was teaching and choreographing and directing
play.
shows all over the place. So,
You're very
yeah.
expressive. I can't wait to come and watch you in something.
oh, thank you.
You'll have to give us, when the next theater
I will. I'm not
event is.
performing again yet, but I am choreographing an original musical.
Really? When is
Yeah.
that going to be?
That opens on November 13th, and
Is it at the same place? in
it's not
Queens?
at the same place. It's at Our Lady of Mercy Church in Forest Hills in
Okay,
Queens.
maybe we'll go.
Yeah.
And what's the play?
The play is about basically it centers around the story of Mother Cabrini.
Oh, it's religious.
It's religious. It's religious.
It's probably deep.
Yes, it's very deep, but it's fun. We have kids in the cast. A lot of the music by Bob. Hey, Bob. Shout out to Happening Woman. A lot of the music is very, very fun and hip hoppy and just joyful.
Sounds nice.
Yeah, yeah, it's very fun.
Very
It centers
nice.
around the story of Mother Cabrini, but it also brings it into the present because there was it's historically accurate. There was a whole thing where in New York City they were voting on women to make statues of. And Mother Cabrini got the most votes, but at first she didn't win.
Oh.
Yes, so it's like this whole story that wraps around that, and at the end, everybody's happy.
Okay, well, it sounds very
Happy
interesting.
ending.
So now I know
Yes.
you're writing a third.
I am writing a third book.
And what's
yes.
the name of it?
It's vastly different from these two.
Okay, well, that's good.
The book is called Bella the Bucktooth Ballerina.
Oh,
It's
I
going
love
to
it.
be a children's picture book, and it's based off of my own experience as a kid.
ballerina? You used to be a ballerina?
I was a ballerina. I have a picture to prove it. I am wearing a tiara and
I hope it's in the book.
thing. Stephanie wants to put it in, I think. I'm
I
not
think
sure.
Yeah, I think she's right.
And I had buck teeth, and one of them was twisted. So
That's funny. I
But,
think you should
yeah.
put it in. I think it's a good idea.
that's the author
The
picture
truth-
on the back.
The truth sets you free. when you
Yes,
do
the
that
truth
stuff.
sets me
Really.
free. But yeah, it's gonna be a good book. It's basically about it's gonna be a series.
Oh, very nice.
So it's about Bella, going to dance class for the first time and then experiencing, being with other kids that may not see her difference
Yes,
as
it's a very good idea.
acceptable. And it's all about, embracing who you are and seeing it as beautiful, because your imperfections are what makes you beautiful.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
The One Direction song from years ago went off in my head.
Yes. So obviously you're a singer too.
Yes, I sing too.
What
yes.
kind of songs do you sing?
Are we talking karaoke or are we talking?
Well, we have
like-
karaoke tonight. Karaoke starts at 7:30. If you wanted to come back.
Oh my gosh!
Yep.
That's so exciting.
Yes.
Well, karaoke, I usually go for Alanis Morissette or Fleetwood Mac, and for shows, I usually I'm a belter.
What does
So
that mean?
I'm
It's a belter.
I'm loud.
Really? I don't know what that meant.
I'm loud. I'm big. There's a lot of force in my voice.
Really? So why don't you sing us a little something?
Oh gosh, I'm
do you
not
have
warmed
like
up.
a line, like just so you could sing the line in one of your theater shows?
Oh my
or-
gosh.
You could think about it. You don't
What?
have to-
Okay, so I played a role in Thoroughly Modern Millie, that
Okay.
musical. It's set in the 1920s in the flapper era and everything, and it's basically a love story, and also a woman who is selling women for money. But we'll
Okay.
get
Oh,
into
well,
that at a
there's
different
always
time.
a business aspect.
Yeah, there's always a
Yeah.
business aspect for that. This character I played was a supporting role, but she's wacky, she's fun. That's who I usually get cast as because guess I just have that demeanor.
Well,
and villains.
wacky and fun is good.
And villains. I don't know why I always get cast like
As
in
a
high
villain?
school
A
as like the
meanie, you
murder.
mean?
Yeah,
Oh,
in
geez.
in high school, I can't tell you how many people I murdered in shows.
Oh, geez.
So she has this whole thing where she's like, "No men. Why are you talking about men at work? This, that, and the other thing." And then there's this big song. It's a tap number, which I choreographed, which was really fun. Thank you, Mary Ellen Pierce. So basically, oh man, I don't know if I can do this. She comes out on this song where all the girls who are secretaries are just like talking about their boys and fantasizing, and then all of a sudden, Miss Flannery comes out after being like, "No boys, work, 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 work," comes out like, "Barney Schreiber, CPA," and then that's it. And then that's her big moment. Thank you, guys. If I go home and I'm sore, I'm blaming you.
Okay. Well, I would think that you do some acting and singing. You have a great personality
Oh,
and a
thank
great
you.
way about you.
Thank you
And
so much.
unfortunately for you, now that I know that, we'll be tapping on you for the play we have coming up on Veterans Day if you're available.
Okay, awesome.
Ooh.
I
Yeah.
have short plays that I've written that I'm trying to get on its feet. So
You should take that little book, and my dream is that we do a play about that. The little one. You could take it. I just ordered new
love
ones.
and French and love and
Take it.
and friendship.
Yeah, you should take that.
Oh, my hip just cracked.
It's quite an interesting. It's a true story.
In love and friendship.
It's all about
Aw.
myself, my best friend, and that little girl on the back. Yeah,
Aw,
yeah. It's an unbelievable story.
that's so beautiful.
Yes. When I lost my job many years ago, the first time, I lose little jobs. The most fired professional on Long Island.
Oh.
But I stay a long time, and then you lose your job because you're old and made too much money and smart.
Right. Always deal in superlatives. I love this.
Yes, that's when I wrote that after I lost my media job. Because I was, as you say, when you go through shit,
Stuff
depressed.
happens.
And
Yep.
I met this kid by accident with my best friend, and she became part of our lives for
Aw,
about
that's
2
great.
years. Yeah.
that's sort of like
So take that. Yeah.
that's sort of like a J.M. Barrie Peter Pan vibe. The
well,
story behind that.
well, it's funny, but I mean,
I mean, he kind of like adopted these
we
kids.
did adopt her, but it was a little sad. But
Aw.
in the end, yes, it was nice.
I can't
Yeah.
wait to read it.
Yeah, I
can't wait to read
basically
it.
got thrown out of the fire department, got thrown out of the community thing
Aw.
because we were so passionate about this kid and getting her help.
Yeah.
Back when treatments weren't covered, that was years ago for
Oh, wow.
those big treatments when you lose your breathing. Now it's all covered.
Wow.
Just like any
Wow.
other medical condition. Today, many years ago, treatments weren't covered for women for certain things. It wasn't. Now, everything's covered because they know more.
Yep.
Yeah.
But back when I was younger, they didn't know a lot, so they blamed it all on menopause. That's what
Yeah.
they blamed a lot on menopause back then.
Yep.
I can
So-
see that.
Yeah, so take that. I'm getting
Yeah.
some new ones, so I'll replace it.
Okay.
All
Thank you
right?
so much.
Okay, so guys, this was very different today.
Yeah.
Very different.
Really fun.
You liked it?
Oh,
Good. We'll have you come back.
Oh, I'd
Where's
love to.
Taz? She's not watching.
yeah.
She's dead. I thought she was throwing us. You better call her.
Yes!
She's probably going to watch it later. 'Cause
Oh, yeah.
the
She'll-
timing in California is wherever she lives. Seattle.
Pacific time. Yeah, she's probably still asleep.
She's probably sleeping.
Yeah.
That would be
When
my
I
guess.
call her on the phone, I always get in trouble because I always call the wrong number.
Oh,
And her mother answers
Yeah.
the phone, and then they have to run downstairs and upstairs.
yeah, yeah.
I'm bad with phone numbers. But,
yeah, that's all right.
David
Thanks.
Lang, he's the trooper. He's still
Oh, yeah, he
on
is.
here.
What a
He's
guy.
Still talking about
Love
it.
you, David.
We love you.
Love you.
We do. And he wrote many books with Stephanie
Yes.
and Red Penguin.
I
Oh.
recognize
Yes.
the name.
And David also does the anthropological books where
I do those
there's
too.
a
That's
lot
why I
of
know his name.
people- Yeah. So you submit stories.
Mhm.
Now there's a big book going on right now. If anybody wants to submit about vacations, Stephanie just started this big anthropology book where if you went on a great vacation and you want to write a story, you can and you submit it.
Okay.
If it gets picked, you're in the book.
Wow.
It's very
Yeah.
different what she does. Well, she goes everywhere.
Yeah.
She
yeah.
just went to Hawaii.
You know,
Nice.
that whole the Larkin
Oh, I know.
family, they
I
have a
know.
count, each one of them, of how many states they've been
Yes.
to.
Well,
Sorry if
JK
that's too personal.
JK was just on the show.
JK,
last
one of my
week,
very,
JK
very good
Larkin,
friends.
And he came with 70,000 books in his hand that he wrote.
Oh, wow.
We needed to get him a table to put his books at, but
Yeah.
he's quite the whole
Yeah.
family.
The whole family.
And that's how I met this lovely lady at
Okay.
a barbecue.
Yes.
All about
And
networking.
I'm like, that's it. You got to come
Yeah.
on because I love, David Lang says, fantastic show. One of my favorites. Andrea and Amanda.
Ah,
They're
Aw.
great. Amazing. Amazing. Isn't that sweet?
fantastic.
That's so sweet.
You got a
Thank
fan. See that?
It is beautiful.
So you'll meet him someday because we do a
Yes.
lot of events. So you never know. You
Amazing.
might meet him at one of ours.
I would love that.
So it's great news. Now next Friday, September 30th, if anybody wants to have a few laughs, right here in G's at 1:30, we are having a taste testing for fruitcake.
Oh,
And it's
Oh,
going to be
fruitcake.
wine and fruitcake.
okay.
And it's going to be held right down there on the stage,
Okay.
on the floor.
Very
And
nice.
we're going to be doing some commercial kind of work. And
Yeah.
who knows, someone might get noticed.
Ooh.
And that's a story and a half how this happened. So I have stories like you can't believe
I
it.
feel like anything involving fruitcake is a story and a half.
Yes, but,
Yes.
but fruitcake, this gentleman is now going to be making it chocolate, covered with chocolate.
Ooh.
And we're going to be doing some fun stuff next
Wow.
week.
That I
So
could
all
get
you have to do
behind.
is email me or text me, come. We need RSVPs, and you'll be surprised what's going to go on here next Thursday before the regular show.
All
I
right.
want to put a shout out to Meacham Deli, Anthony. He is a shout out sponsor today.
Meacham Deli.
All right.
Elmont, Meacham Avenue, fabulous sandwiches. You can get one sandwich, bring it home, and make three, and just get a loaf of bread on the side. That's how wonderful Meacham Deli is. So if you go
Okay.
with there, tell him you heard about him on the show, Anybody want this beautiful piano? It's a Steinway Baby Grand piano. It's black. It's gorgeous. Call me. I'll refer you to the gentleman who's giving it away free. You just have to pay for your own shipping. And I want to thank Tranquility Spa. They have a spa right here in Franklin Square, 700 Franklin Avenue. You call Angela, 280-7539. If you guys want to go, let me know.
Okay.
I'll get you a discount. Anyone on the show
amazing.
gets a discount when they go to the spa, and you get into the Soul Cave for free because of the show.
Mom.
Very nice.
Or Puro Jewelers, 1033 Hempstead Turnpike, Franklin Square, 328-7376. He does great jewelry. My jewelry is all from Teddy, great man. You tell him we sent you. Or Jackson Hewitt Prince, 978 Hempstead Turnpike, Franklin Square. And don't forget, Saturday, Mia's is going to be hosting Bob D'Amato. A lot of the Breakfast Club people will be there. It's a great show. If you like Bobby Darin, you'll love it.
Ooh,
Or any songs from the 50s
yes,
and
of
60s.
course.
And it's a great place in Valley Stream, Mia's. And I want to thank you both for coming.
Thank
What's
you so
your
much.
website again, or your tag?
My website is amandamontoni.com, and you can find my socials. Just search my name. The one I
Amanda-
use the most is Instagram, so it's amanda.montoni.
And yours?
You can find me on Twitter, Andrea from SLC, company I work for, acp-usa.org, and you can see my comedy at Broadway Comedy Club on October 15th at 6:30, and this coming Wednesday at 6:30. Very excited to be performing, and I'll be in Idaho. Maybe you'll see me there too.
Oh, great, guys.
And also see me every Tuesday on the Eastside Dave Show on Compound Media.
Very nice. And that's a wrap, guys.